big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ready. Mike's 50. Watch 64 weak. Box trot.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go. 66. Bully high. Let's go. Bravo. Let's get there. Check 3. Ready. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I'll get him. Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to run now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. It's a party now. It's a party now. Under 10. Under 10. We two jet bombers. We two jet bombers. Hey, exit. 59. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike's 59. Mike, let's go.
It'll be Warner on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch 61. Matchbox lights. Go, go. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, check. 59. Mike's 5'9".
Throwing again. Warner. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6. At the Rams' 30-yard line.
Set go. 58 to Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Haywood. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Ready to go.
On second down, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Clay Matthews, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
61. Matchbox, right. Buzz. Hey. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Yeah, let's get set.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their First play from scrimmage.
A gain of 30. First down, Rams.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Set, 8, read. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. Alpha. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, watch his slant, watch his slant. Watch his slant, watch his slant. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, high 7. Big river, big river.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Warner from the gun. And he's got Miller. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in the football.
They run. It's Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Let's go. Pilot, 64, weak, 50, plant. Mark QB draw. Mark QB draw. Safe. 5. You gonna see me in your penny.
Now Warner. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, Haywood. Mike 59. Get ready.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That one complete to Elliott. 18 yards, first down Niners.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone.
Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready. You're 50. Wait. 80 weapon. Check 24. Check 24. Set hot. Check the backer. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Our time. It's our time. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yes. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Squeeze, double. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Let's go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Warner. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready? 60 or. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start.
There you go. 59. Mike's 59. Hey, Delta. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike, check. 59. Let's go.
Here's Warner. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On third down, Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 6 there on first. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury.
59, Mike, check, 59. All day, punt. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Check pass.
Now Warner. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A reminder. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Here I come. Ready, go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
64, weak. Yep. Ready, go.
Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard. Line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brent. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up second down.
59. Hey, tight. Mike, check. 59.
To throw again. Brant, he's letting it fly for Cook. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 61. Matchbox, right. Scene 6. Go. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, set, go.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. That'll be caught by Rice. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Elliott. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Bryant nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can